Hey, good evening. And I know you can't see me, which really sucks. But hey, I'm here. I hope everyone's well. I'm well. Pissed off, but I'm well. If they don't friggin' resolve this soon, I put in a ticket last night too, saying they want to feel like if Streamlabs feels like blowing it off, then I'm gonna friggin' go to OBS. I really kind of want my face cam. Just out of curiosity. Streamlabs. It was great because I found somebody who actually did. Like all the friggin' things. Half my cameras don't work after update. And it's like... it's just ridiculous. So I might try OBS. Or maybe I'll try... I mean, I could always try getting a new... I could getting a different camera than the one I have. I have another camera, actually. I could always try it, but I don't want to do it. What the hell are you doing up again? You're up late again. Thanks for the sub. Alright. Alright, so what was I on this? Oh, I was working on the back. So someone said I should look up Greek daisies. I'm curious as to what a Greek daisy is. Oh, if anybody has any solution to my problem of why I can't have two cameras working, please, I would love to hear your ideas. Because I was like, I've tried. I don't even see like the location. If I click on it, it doesn't even show the little border of the location where it is. So, alright, so I'm going on here and I want to look up, I guess, Greek daisies? What is a Greek daisy? No, I want, oh my god, stupid thing. I want a Greek daisy. Greek mythology? I don't find any symbolism. I'm not gonna do daisy. It's not really what I want for this thing anyways. I'll try Greek daisy border design. They're just basically they're not Greek. They're just daisies. Alright, so screw that. Like Greek. Logos? I don't think I wanted to see that. I guess I'll go with Greek iconography and then find the other part as symbols. Oh, that's the word I'm looking for, symbols. I think this is the one I was thinking of going, which is for strength. That's gonna be like growth. What is it? What is it? Oh, it is. It's a flower. I think it's a flower. But I was thinking of this one here for strength. I love painting, you know, perfectly round things. So this is going to be a challenge. I can see you're up late again. Why are you up so late again? What are you doing something? Oh, it'd be nice if you're doing something fun. Alright, so I started with chestnut gold. I'm just going to be more of the same colors. Apparently, there's an aurora forecast tonight. However, it is cloudy. So, I mean, maybe after I'm done with stream, I'll go look outside and see if there's any auroras. I'd love to go take pictures of them. I've gotten some good pictures of them last couple times when they say it's supposed to be really actually pretty strong. I also found the little cap for my brush. And I'm gonna probably need to get a new... At some point I'm gonna... Oh, maybe I had the wrong brush. I think I was using the wrong brush. I was thinking I'm gonna need to get a new zero brush for my artist opus because it's been like a year. But I think I was using the 3-0, which for some reason they don't last. So This is tricky because where is the center of this? This is probably it. See, like, this loops around, so the center is probably over here. This is gonna look weird. Well, I mean, I could just leave it at that. But I'd like to put some more on it. You know what? I'm gonna look her up. I want to see, because somebody painted a symbol in the back. I'm kind of figuring out where she put it. So she put it. Alright, so just to show you, it is kind of where I was thinking. I did not want to do that. But this will work. Okay, so you see, it's actually... Well, she's got it kind of over there. This is a stupidly... I don't know why... Now, I'm not gonna fault her design choices, but the reality is that's actually off-center. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, it's been shoved over, but it really hasn't. All right. I'm gonna do... It's pretty close, actually. I'm gonna sort of put some lines in. Pretty good. Now, I'm going to try to draw a circle. Actually, I think... I feel like this is too... Granted, it is a foldy piece of cloth. I'll bring this down just to here. And I'm going to kind of just connect the corners, or the quarters. And I'm really kind of sketching. Now these lines are going to be thickened. I'm just sort of putting a guideline on here. Oh boy. Such exciting music for this. Okay, so I've got, you can see it's very, very, very faint. Maybe you can't see it. So I've actually sketched out the circle. I put 4 points, hopefully equidistant. Okay, now comes the fun part. Maybe I'll use a thicker brush for this. That one I saw about my number 1. And we're going to start thickening the line. This is going to get even thicker too, so... Well, let's make it a little wider. Especially over here where it seems like the circle's a little flat. I want to have a very healthy circle when all said is done. I want it to be thick. 2 C's. Hey Hooper, what's up? How are you tonight? And I know, it's like I'm looking at my camera that I don't have right now. Still no face cam. Still friggin' annoyed, and I'll give him till next week. I don't know about, so I was supposed to stream on Wednesday, and I don't know if it's happening because I have to go meet with the another anime con folks about the artist alley in the vendor room because it's a whole big huge thing this year. I mean, it's always a huge big thing because it's, you know, a major part of the con, but I got a lot more space and we have discussions we need to talk. We have things we need to talk about. So I'm going to, they wanted to meet with me this weekend, but it snowed. I didn't feel like going out. And they're like, well, can we meet on Wednesday? And I'm like, well, right after work, so maybe I can make it back for stream. My stream's not till 8:30, so that's a little janky. I can clean that up because it's still wet. Thick and wet. Working on dragging and blending for practice. There you go. I'm also tempted to put some tattoos on her legs. Oh, that's always good. What is anybody else working tonight on stuff? So, I was talking to Alley Cat today. She may be entering this thing, which means I'm gonna be worried. Actually, I'm worried about winning anyways because everyone is so friggin' good in this little competition. Oh, my nose. Hey, get out of my hair. Get out of my hair. No, hair, get out of my nose. Ever since I stopped putting it up. It does tend to be all over the place. Now I'm just going around. I want my ring to be evenly painted. Right there, because some of these spots are a little thin and have an even thickness.
Moist.
Moist. Who's being moist? There's a bunch of people that could be, because this is the moistest channel around. Give me a sec, I'll look up in a sec. I just want to finish this. It will make us. Oh, it's Nerdy Tokyo. What's up, Nerdy Tokyo? I may have to go over and blend some of this anyways.
Boink.
Boink. He boinked. He boinked me. What's up? In fact, I have no face cam. I'm so mad. It's Streamlabs. They put an update and now both my cameras won't work. So it's them. So it's only a matter of time before I switch over to OBS. Unless they fix it. So what's up, yo? I have to probably clean up this top. Okay. I'm not gonna be a veto. Oh, get it. There we go. Get a little symbol. I don't want to. I want to actually. I mean, right now I'm like Wapple, you know. Although he has two cameras because he puts it on his palette instead of his face. I'm basically painting a little symbol on the back of her. And I'm trying to paint a super thick ring around this symbol. I may have to do a little touching up. Well, that doesn't look too bad. It's like this Greek icon for strength. And I'm going to do what I did on here, so I'm going to have, you know, this shadow color. Where the hell is that? It's like that dropped out. And then I'm going to paint the lighter colors on top. But right now, I'm just getting it all laid in there. Alright, so just to show you, it's this thing here. People are calling it the symbol of strength, so I'm gonna go with it. That seems like a good giant-y thing to do. So I'm going to take my little detail brush. I'm just going to kind of once again sketch out this is going to be where the dot is. And here's the middle. Let's put dot number 2 there. And once again, I'm just putting the dots in and I'm gonna expand on it. Oh. Okay, now, I'm not watching my screen right now. because I'm paying attention to the actual picture. So I'm going to form this into a dot. I'm going to hope this works. I'm going to draw the top part. Then I'm gonna put the little, so basically there's a little swirl that comes from here. And I'm just sketching it. I'm just sort of sketching this part out. Then I'll widen it if I like it. Actually, I'll widen it if I don't like it, because when you widen it, it will hide, it tend to hide the imperfections and you can fix it. And after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other colors. I'm going to do like what I did on the rest of it. I think came out pretty good. Alright, so. So I'm going to make this dot look like about as big as that dot. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to paint the little tail. Now the little tail is a little bit different than this. It actually comes, it actually goes beyond. It comes out like this and then it curls. Back in. And then once I get the third one kind of outlined, I will hop back on stream so I can see if you guys got questions or want to chat or whatnot. Alright, so for the third... Okay, so yeah, the third one is pointing down. Once again, I want to make... I'm not eyeballing all this. I'm just going to make this is... And then... I hear the ducks laughing. And this is just straight in. Okay, so this is kind of like the first one. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch back. And we're gonna see what I can do to stylize this, fix this up a bit. That just did. Hi, Big Hairy GM. Sorry, I popped off. I'm missing my face cam. Other than that, because Streamlabs apparently decided to put an update that will kill more than one cam. I guess if they're the same type. Okay, now time to do some fixing. Alright, maybe that was in the music. I heard like the World of Warcraft bear roar. This one's a little scrungy and the... Alright, so... I may add to this little design too. It will get much more exciting when I add some more colors into it, just like the bottom. So basically I'm doing it the same way I did this. Hey, Nerdy Tokyo, you still there? I meant to say this. R.I.P. to the Philadelphia Eagles. So sorry. I thought it was like, I hope it was worth. It was a great game, but I mean, I hope it was worth getting up at 6 a.m. to go, or 5 a.m. to go watch that thing. However, the Patriots are still in it, which is not what I expected. You asked me the beginning of this year, it would have been like. I remember I didn't get up at 10. Yeah, you got up at 2:30 for Adepticon. But then you got up at 5 a.m. again. Oh, that's right. You didn't bother going back to sleep. That's true. I hope that was worth it. Well, that was worth it. You got most everything you wanted. That was exciting. I mean, I got one class. Just because I wanted to take one class, and they were expensive classes. Alright, so let me see if I can... I'm dropping those 2 texture classes on Thursday, so my schedule is now reasonable. One thing they tell you to do, like, well, ReaperCon tells you to do, is not to take a bazillion classes. Take, like, 1 a day. Yeah, not, like, 1 every 2 hours, because you're gonna end up... Because basically, you'll end up you'll overload your brain. It'll just be too much. Alright, I'm gonna add... What do I want to add in this? I'm gonna add... I'm like afraid to add. Add a little... Just maybe to fill a little space here and give it a little more interest. I mean, it is kind of, you know, I can do whatever I want. It's my design. Or my mini. This is the one where it's going to be a little dicey. I could probably make this line a little bit shorter. I'm taking 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, but the twos have plenty of pretty big gaps in between. That's good. I don't remember what day it was. I'll remember when I get there. Hi, Serenus. What's up? Still no face cam. Alright, let's see. Pokey tool. I never did a pokey tool on Saturday, I noticed. Oh, come on. I put paint on the brush. It shouldn't be dried that quickly. I'm gonna take that out. Okay. Okay. Also gotta do a little smoothing too. Actually, maybe I should just take the original color and throw it on there. Where's my dark? My little two thin coats. I wonder if I'll get some more two thin coats when I go to teach this year. Also, I may take a little of that darker color and put it on up here where it should be more shadowy because her hair is blocking things. Okay. All right, let's go pull up. So what's up? Not scientists here. What is everybody working on tonight? Gold highlights. Oh, that's because I put everything back. I can pull out some metal metallic gold base. I basically changed the shadow for chestnut gold. Yeah, I'm gonna use my little thin brush. And I'm leaving a little bit of the darker, as like sort of a little outline. I'm building a Magic the Gathering deck for my son. Oh, cool. You're playing Skyrim? What? You're not painting all that Warhammer goodness, Cyrus? Don't you have a knight or something? Nope, my hands have been hurting a lot, so don't paint. Why are they hurting? What? Did you do something to your hands? That's not good. Hope you get better soon. No, I did woke up and they were hurting. Oh, that's not good. One of my friends, who it's Neon Gaming, has actually been painting Noise Marines. I'm all excited because they're Noise Marines. Let's see if I can focus this a little better. Because the thing is not really focused very well. Probably as good as it's gonna get. He went to the gym and he's like, I can't paint tonight because I worked too hard at the gym. I'm like, it tracks. Too much paint. What does it feel like? I went and washed my palette. You'd think it'd still be wet. Looks like it's starting to dry out. Just the art content? You know, it said, I want to find out what the rest of the friggin' deal is. Is it... Well, that sucks. And there's a lot of friggin' skeezy behavior. I actually personally want to know what's going on. What, you know, I heard volunteers and the way they were being treated was part of this whole deal. And that kind of concerns me more. But the other thing sucks too. And it's kind of bullshit because I believe, you know, one thing we should be, alright, Golden Demon notwithstanding, we should be able to, you have something like this where you don't have to paint a law or anything else. They should not be taking down anything, even if there's a political statement to it. I mean, well, alright, hate, we don't want hate. Obviously, we don't want hate. And of course, the hate people say, well, if you can paint anti-hate, why can't we have hate? Because it's hate. It's offensive, and fuck off if you don't understand. That said, if it's something, you know, that is promoting, be good to your fellow people. Don't be a Nazi. Don't be anti-LGBTQ. You know, to each their own and whatnot. There's no way that should be taken down. It won. The majority of people voted for it. That should tell you something. But there's more going on there than just that. That caused everybody to quit. Probably the video that just came out that you posted might have something to do with why they posted that. We kindly ask that the works steer clear of imagery or themes that could be interpreted as encouraging harm towards modern real-world group of individuals. How is that friggin'... See... What the fuck? That makes no sense. This was not encouraging harm. That's not encouraging harm. That's bullshit. Oh, I already decided, but said there was something, and they voted, I guess what they did is they voted out all the board members who were against it. That is a really bad optic. It definitely is cowardice, but it's also bullshit. The thing of it is, you can't submit anything that makes MAGA feel bad. That is, yeah, that's bullshit. If you're MAGA and you're on my thing, you know what? You don't like what I say, go. I tend to stay away from politics on here, though. But I don't mind painting politics, and I don't mind, but it's just that it's such a stress. The reason why I stay away from it is more it's such a stressful topic. I want to get away from it for a couple hours and just paint my pretty minis. I want to paint some femme stodes. I'm gonna do that. And again, actually every June I paint, I guess you could say political. Because I paint, you know, I raise money for LGBTQ teens and young adults. So if I put in my trans marine, I couldn't submit that. Jesus Christ. I'll go with him. It's cowardice. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. You know those people that tend to be the people that are for it? They don't go to cons. They don't leave their house. I'm telling you, I don't think they leave their house. So I might be going to Rippercon. We were talking about maybe going to Gen Con. That's still a maybe. But um and I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. So I might wait for when rumblings of ReaperCon are going on and see about. But my biggest problem now is I have no idea what I want to teach there. I can't go super beginner. I've asked here, nobody answers. What should I teach? What do you think would be good to teach? Because that's where I'm at a loss. Like, I have my non-metal metallic class, which I could teach. I want to make it better, though. I got 2 weeks to make it better. Oh, boy. Well, I'm not going to go for life. If they friggin', let's say a new board comes in and they friggin' change their stance, I'm more than willing to give them a chance. That's the saying for life is kind of just, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. So I'm not willing to go that far to say I'll never do it again. But as of right now, I'm not going this year. They may change the tune. They may revote. They may vote in a whole new board that will actually, do what should be done and what is right. And if they do, we probably it wouldn't be bad to support that. But yeah, exactly. They'll have to burn the current board. They vote for a new board every 2 years, I think. I mean, I know the guy who owns it. He's not a bad guy. Quiet, but he's not a bad guy. But I think basically we'll have to see what happens. That's why I will never say never. I will say this year for sure, and probably next year. But beyond that, we'll see what happens, and if they fix things, then I'll consider going back. I think people would. There was a lot of sadness because there's a lot of people who really like this con. Me too. I mean, I enjoyed it too. And I was all looking forward to it because they expanded the metal offerings at the Cap Palette because there were too few. But now I'm gonna go either. Now I'm painting this for ReaperCon. I'm gonna be back into the same insane painting schedule I was last year. If I go back to ReaperCon. It's just the biggest thing to me is disappointing. And then don't forget, there's also the fact that we don't know everything, like the entire reason why they all quit, because there also was supposed to be some other changes and things that went over like a lead balloon. So there's that too. There's a multitude of reasons. I will say this thanks to Walter's workshop. And thank you for posting that. I know what I said, but it was more the point of I want to see what else is going on. It wasn't the fact that thought he did a bad job. I thought he did a good job explaining what was currently going on. I just wish we had more info on the rest, so he could have included it. The only bad thing is I gotta go to Captain Con, and I don't know, I assume they're gonna be there, so... What if they put me on the board? Would you consider it then? I'll tell them what they can do with that policy, for starters. I'll tell you who it might suck the most for is the Mental Charity Painters. Because they do a really big fundraiser there every year, and that will legit suck if they lose out on that. I mean, I'll see Unexpected Painting. I'm curious as to what they're going to do. In order, if I would ever work on that board, they'd have to friggin' pay me a paycheck. So, anyways, nerdy. So, yeah, ReaperCon. I think you honestly would love ReaperCon. It's a lot smaller than Nova, but it's got some of the best painters in the world that go there and teach. They're wonderful people. The classes are terrific. They're way cheaper than Adepticon, and they may be way cheaper than Nova. Like 30, 40 bucks. Hell of a lot cheaper than both of them. So it's to me is totally worth the trip. And they have the MSP where you will get something. Everybody medals at ReaperCon. It's about what you're. How good are you? It's about getting your rating. The feedback is terrific. Admittedly, sadly, Sam Lenz was my judge at Nova a couple of years ago, and oh, I bet he's at Adepticon. He's one of my favorites. He's so nice. Yeah, he is at Adepticon. I hope I bump into him. I really like him. I'm going to tell him he gave me great advice on my... I'll tell him I got a gold medal at ReaperCon because of his advice. Actually, no, it wasn't... I don't know, maybe some of his advice. Advice was really about the diorama I did. I wish I could bring it, but it's just, I can't because it's got Reaper models on it. But yeah, he's such a nice guy. I'm working the non-metal metallic gold highlight. Are you taking any of his classes at Adepticon? I remember seeing your classes. I don't remember what they were. I don't think so, though. I don't know if anybody else is lurking about that's going to Adepticon. I need to get this done so I can actually work on Adepticon stuff. Nah, not 7. It is also class in 24. I said he seems like such a nice guy. And he's very good at what he does. I feel like Adepticon is really where the who's who of painting goes to. I want to go hang out with James Wapple at Fort Wapple. That's kind of a given on my list of things to do. One of my favorite people. In existence. What time is it anyways? See, 23? Okay, I'm doing good. Doing good on this. I didn't even think beyond this symbol. What else I was gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna grab some of that highlight. Put it on the edges. Yeah. Oh boy. That went a little faster than I thought. What do we think? You know what? Thinking actually going a little darker. By the way, do you want to see my Golden Demon entry that I've got so far? Is Cyrus still there? Cyrus is there. Say hello! Because, I have to show you the mini you gave me. Okay. So it does definitely still need some finesse and such, but I've been playing a lot with it. I mean, it's mostly, although I did purple. I'm hoping that you can have a little liberty with color. But here he is so far. I gotta want to do the heart a little lighter. I'm gonna make it a heart. It could be a stomach too. Someone said stomach. I gotta do stuff on all this, the little oozy bits. Obviously I gotta do that. But basically I'm gonna do an orange, like a very muted orange on this side. I did purple on the other. So I'm sort of, like, it's a red, so I'm sort of going in between. I'm hoping it won't get bounced out because it's not, you know, perfect lower colors. Also, well, alright, so I did buy a mini. Hey, Nerdy Tokyo! Are you gonna do Fresh for Hire's challenge? We must, you know, we really should go and, you know, troll the Golden Demons. Well, here's the thing: the one your troll piece, you just do it quickly because it's not gonna count. So don't spend a lot of time. But I found this dude at my local. I found the Praetor. I do not have a Horus Heresy. I have an Old World. I have an Old World, a 40k, and that, which is Age of Sigmar. I don't have Horus Heresy, which I believe is its own category. So I thought this guy as a gingerbread man would be friggin' amazing. I would do the helmet. I would not do a face. Oh, it's awesome. It's a beaky marine. Like, you could put, like, candies and all these things. Like, someone said you have the dots. You know, the dots that come on the paper. Paint those like the dots. You have those all over the place. But basically, you put candy and paint it all, you know, gingerbread brown, and then do, like, a lot of this detailing in white. And keep it simple. You do that as a palette cleanser after you finish all the pieces. So, I have a bunch of entries I want to do. One thing I've not seen, and I bought minis for it. I've not seen Catalyst announce their BattleTech painting competition. They are there, but they do not have anything on the schedule. I'm just gonna put this darker color, which is black and brown, in the real shadowy areas. Candies and sweets. He actually showed in Instagram. I asked him when I was on, I don't know if you remember that. When I popped on, he was talking about the whole Nova thing. What the fuck are people I follow? I found the Nova statement. Did you put a comment in here? Yep, you guys are dragging for this statement. This is a... Yeah, what kind of a statement is this? Everything's political. If you silence and censor art that calls out fascists, then fascists are going to be the only ones who get to unplug and play games. Yeah, screw that. I'll spend my time and money elsewhere next year. Thanks for showing your true colors so far in advance. What real-world modern group is depicted? Care Bears or the zombies? Lordy. Alright, so let's see if I can find... what the hell are people I follow? There's gotta be a follow list somewhere. Following. It's one of the last people I followed. Oh, I guess it's not. Oh, shit. I'm never gonna find it. Actually, I got a better idea. Why don't I look up Brush for Hire? No, I don't see it. He did. I found a duck. I wonder if he's even started a piece for it. That's a bummer. I don't remember who it is. But anyways, it was candy and sweets. So I'm painting sweets. Now, that's the plan. I'd like to. Now, I'm probably gonna go back. Whoops! I'm probably gonna go back over this with the lighter color. The lighter dark color, the chestnut gold. So it needs to be smoothed out. I don't want to lighten it a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna take. We're gonna put it on top. So I want it a little darker, but maybe not super dark. Not to mention, it took them long enough to put out any statement at all. You know, it's like they did it because they had to. I hope you do it. I really hope you do it, Nerdy. Thank you for posting that, because yeah, that's a good thing that's a good thing to. It definitely is a political piece, but art is political. A mini painting is art. I don't care who says that it's not. They can go F off, because mini painting is art. And think of it as it's a piece that's voted for by the attendees. And then they decided to hide this piece. Because, ooh, they're afraid of. Because it's going to upset the MAGA crowd. Well, you know what? Read the room. From what they're about. Which everybody is not part of the crowd, part of the cult. It's a cult. Knows about. Wait, this is the most political I've ever gotten. That's so dumb. You would think not being a Nazi would be a good thing. Wait a minute, I don't think that's. Wait a minute. I'm trying to read that. I know what you mean, but I'm not sure if that's written quite right. Not being a Nazi would be a good thing. It's so dumb that you wouldn't think that not being a Nazi would be a good thing. I think is what you actually meant to say. I know what you meant. It's okay, Hoover, we get it. I know, right? I'll tell you what. That dude should be so fucking proud of himself. He made a real piece of art. It's true art. I mean, he got this much of a friggin' reaction to it that it's banned. That is amazing. That is absolute art in the truest form. He should be so pleased. You know what? If one of my pieces got banned, I'd be pleased. I'm like, so be it. So, as I said, the most political I get with my painting tends to be during the month of June. If you want to call it politics, some people definitely will. But I painted a trans space marine for that last year. And painting a shadow here of something that occurred to me I wanted a shadow of. And also, truth be told, this thing here should put a shadow on her face. That's actually about right. I've been trying to do some like of this like shadows off of things. I'm trying to be a little more cognizant of that in this. But there are people who will argue too that, well, you know, if you're allowed to put in anti-Nazi, why can't we put in Nazi symbols? If you really don't friggin' know the answer to that, go you know what? Go back into the rock you live under and don't come back out. That's kind of my whole thing with those people. The Femstodes, they must be all in an uproar about the Femstodes. Oh, actually, if I'm going to do that, so I put it said, basically I put a shadow off of this in there, I put one off of that in there. Okay. It's just like night and day, huh? Night and day. I should put the moon on one side and the. That's okay. Maybe sometime I will actually learn how to do like Night Whisper does and paint in moonlight. Okay, it's 10 of. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's streaming or not. I'm gonna go take a quick look. But he needs to show up soon if he's gonna stream. Otherwise, maybe I'll go raid. Maybe I'll raid Lotus Cave if he doesn't show up. Let's go into my thing. Oh. Let's see. I don't see anything. He hasn't popped on yet. Okay. No, I didn't see anything, so I don't know what he's planning on doing. Maybe he'll be here, maybe he won't. Oh, that's right, you can't see me. I could be friggin' doing whatever I want. Not painting. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Actually, I see something I want to fix up that I don't love. I'm going to do that now. We've got 8 more minutes, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to go raid, probably. Could raid Pun. Pun is a good one, too. He works in Wales as well. And I'll be seeing him in, like, a couple weeks. Okay, so that's... I looked at that, I'm like, that doesn't make a lot of sense the way I currently have it. That was on my brush. Just adding a little more interest to that section. I was looking at the leg and going, that could use a little love. Should actually be probably pretty in line with this. This should go all the way back to this edge. And we're starting to get to the nitty gritty of it all. Well, worst case, not doing painting. Bah. Never mind. Okay, I like that better. That's why I'm never getting done with this. actually kind of curved. I think these are chipping a little bit. Well, I think what this means, I have no idea. I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Maybe there's enough to raid. How long has Pun been? Yeah, we could go there. He's been on for 2 hours. Oh, you know, maybe go support Flying Ryan. I think it's good on. Yeah, we'll go support me. He's been on for an hour. Alright, let me pop her DM in. I'm really pretty happy with how this is coming out. I'll put it this way for a change. I think that came out nice. It's a little bit easier to see here. Alright, so let's go read. Flying Ryan. Never get to do this that much. Should have a read, but don't know where he is. And it's after 9, so it's time to go. Raid. Flying Ryan is pretty awesome. Give him a follow if you don't follow him yet. Come on, let's all go over. There we all are. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, I will be back. The tavern will be hopefully next open on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, but I do have a meeting to go to right after work. So hopefully, I'll be able to get home in time to stream because I really want to keep working on her. Next time, we'll be starting the base. And then I should be here on Saturday. Oh, God. Next Saturday is it, and then it's back to con season. Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and then 2 weeks it'll be Captain Con, and I will not be here. Crap, I cannot believe it. The 3 months is flown by again. I don't know what the deal is with Sunday. Hopefully we are playing on Murder Hobo Inc. That's the Murder Hobo Inc. channel on YouTube, and I play in the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll at 6:30 on Sundays, but all the episodes are up on YouTube. Or you can find it under M Hobo Inc. I think that's everything. So until the next time I pass across on the Painted Hero Tavern, all you can hear is my voice. I hope life is grand, and happy painting.